everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. We're gonna tap right in, see what storyline Spirit would like to share with us. The time is currently 5:21 p.m. February 21st, 2025, and this is Pacific Standard Time. Spirit, what storyline would you like to share with the collective, please? Storyline for the collective. Storyline for the collective, please, Spirit. I was leaving the grocery store. I was pulling out of the parking lot, and the lyrics from a song, "Happy trails to you until we meet again," went through my head. So I guess it's time. It's time. So in the central energy, please, Spirit, for the collective. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Calm, compassionate. In the challenge position, please, Spirit. The Moon. Illusion. Something's hidden. In the subconscious, please, Spirit. Star. The a renewal, a rejuvenation. You're a revitalizer. Those who were trying to trap you wanted to possess the particles within your essence. They could be going through a painful ending. In the recent past, please, Spirit. We've got the Four of Pentacles. So there could be greed. Somebody hoarded all the money, all the wealth. Intentions and expectations, please, Spirit. The Queen of Wands is here with the Hierophant. Divine connection. Divine feminine. Receiving mercy, perhaps. Forgiveness. For, these ones were covering the divine feminine in blame and shame, this vile energy that they lived in. They kept projecting it out onto the queens and the star. So there's a rebirth here, celebration. In the near future, please, Spirit. Whoa, it popped right on out of there, didn't it? We've got the Magician in the reverse. So a manipulative narcissist. They weren't able to manifest anything. Their manifestations didn't come to fruition. The lens is being looked through. Please, Spirit. The Emperor. The Emperor. So the love of the mother is getting rejuvenated. The Queen of Wands is here with the Hierophant, which could be the Most High God, and we've got the Emperor here, which could be the Sun. They're dealing with these manipulative narcissists. In the environment, please, Spirit. In the environment. Somebody's in regret and disappointment. They failed. They failed. All these masculines, the warlocks or whatever, and their cohorts were wanting to, they were greedy, they wanted the wealth, and they failed to move against the queens, the divine feminine, the Most High God, and it looks like the Sun, or however you want to see that as far as authority, are here supporting the divine feminine. Hopes and fears. We've got the Seven of Cups in the upright, so there could be some illusions. Somebody was daydreaming. They're hoping that they can get their wishful thinking. They want an opportunity. And what's the outcome, please, Spirit? We've got the Eight of Swords in the upright. So, victim mentality. Somebody's having a lot of negative thoughts. They could be trapped in their mind. Like they might have lost their gifts. They could be bound, like blind. They might have lost their ability to astral travel and see in the spiritual realms. Imprisonment. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So, they're experiencing poverty. The abundance is going with the divine feminine, according to the truth. There's a celebration here. And those impulsive, passionate folks are having a painful ending. Those who wanted to F everything for profit and gain. Yeah. Okay, so Queen of Cups. Emotionally stable and balanced. The truth is out. She's not a liar. So the love of the mother, she's been found innocent. She didn't lie. She's not being sneaky. Her compassion isn't trying to get one over on anybody. She's not here to manipulate anybody. Somebody's in fear. Maybe she's not dealing with the liars. She's holding, like she's got her compassion, but she's not giving it to the liar. And they're in fear because maybe they've been cut out of her love. Having anxiety, they've been cut out of her love. They've got no more time. They've got no more time with the divine. No more time with the divine, and they're afraid because they really screwed themselves over. The divine feminine is a star or receiving rejuvenation. Her light is on. You know, despite all of this greed and brutality and defilement that was being laid upon the divine feminine, you know, through magical means and such, she's getting a rebirth. Like she's getting um, renewed. And it's so it's not distant, like it's happening now. And it could be, this says you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. It could be that the light of, the divine feminine is already connected. In the recent past, there was a lot of greed regarding the foundation. And now they're getting divorced because of the challenges they brought you, or they're divorced and now they're having challenges. They could be experiencing scarcity. Their expectation is that the divine feminine is going home. The Most High sees her for who she is, not who these ones tried to paint her as. These ones, they're always like, you look at the Bible, all the women, they're prostitutes, They got all this crap that they say about the feminine in the Bible and everywhere else, and they just vilify her. They lay their stinky energy onto her and then say that she's a prostitute. And she's probably doesn't even know who they are or having relations with anybody. These ones are just creating fantasies and stories because they want to control the inheritance that belongs to her. So the Queen of Wands is there, courageous, and she's there with the Hierophant or the Most High. Take it as it resonates. The love of the divine feminine is not a lie, and she's not giving it to liars. The courage and the determination belonging to that queen there, that divine feminine, brought her home. The passion for life, the determination to live and to be happy. Communicate. So the Hierophant's here communicating. There is a forgiveness for the divine feminine, because these greedy little hoe bags were narcissistic, manipulative liars doing shady kinds of stuff to frame her for their vile behaviors. Manifest. Tell the universe what you want. So these ones were manipulative narcissists trying to get something going here. The Magician is in the reverse. They're trying to manifest something. The Emperor is here in the lens that's being looked through. And we've got Mercury retrograde in the reverse. We're not going to repeat this cycle. We're not doing this again. You don't have to go back. The Divine said the other day, never give it back. You'll never give it back. You'll never give it back. You'll never go back. You'll never give it back. Give it back, meaning your life force essence, your love. They're in regret. They're being told to move on. You're unavailable. The Divine isn't going to let them touch you. They've lost you. They're in grief. They don't know what to do. They really need your assistance. It was your blessing that made their life worth living, and they brutalized you with all kinds of ways, in the 3D and in the astral and with magic, cursing you. It's a new cycle. So they're in regret and disappointment over this fate that they have coming, this karma. They might have got caught in the illusion that they were casting for you, Divine Feminine. They now have to, yeah, they got caught in the net that they were trying to catch you with. This net, this illusion. They manifested it. They spoke it. And the divine was like, you know, they'll eat their words some time ago. So it's like everything that they spoke, trying to cast you as a liar, as whatever. It's all back on them now. They lost. They need you to open up your heart. They're wishful thinking. They wish that you would open your heart. They're in victim mentality. They're having very negative thoughts. They could have lost their vision. They could be bound, like they might have lost their gifts. The love spells aren't working. The love spells aren't working. There's no commitment. There's no union for them. They're not going to get one. They're being bound against it. They can't look. They can't peek. They can't see. Earlier today, I got a message, or last night, and I shared it this morning, that these ones were, they're targeting a masculine's wife, trying to get some third party scenario going. It's wild, man. No honor, no respect. Yeah, no. They're getting no. So they're in victim mentality with the Eight of Swords. They're being restricted. There's no commitments. They can't have any marriage commitments. It's like no. Nope. They're done. They've had their fun. But at least they got each other. I don't know. Maybe the Most High will let them keep their bros, you know, their bro, whatever, gangsters that they got going on there. But I don't know. Previous reads have stated that they're going to be alone. Like there's no commitment. No commitment. Whether it be with a man or a feminine, it's like it's no. They didn't take commitment seriously. And so they're being bound. The divine feminine was not lying about her love. She shared it. Honestly, truthfully, transparently. She didn't lie about anything. They were lying, trying to manipulate a situation with magic, trying to manifest her wealth, her stuff. They didn't see her as valuable. These ones, they called me a peasant. That peasant, she's a peasant. And then they said, a woman? Like when you were, or somebody was out there overcoming serious challenges that they didn't think you would be able to overcome. One of them was like, a woman? In such disdain in his voice regarding the feminine. So they're in fear because they're getting no more time. They're not getting any more time with the love of the divine feminine. She's not going back. She'll never give it back. They followed somebody else's advice. They didn't listen to their own intuition. They didn't listen to their own connection to source. They decided to listen to a man or whoever they were listening to, and they took their advice and created severe challenges for the mothers in this world and the children. So there's rejuvenation for the divine feminine, and it's not distant. It's very near. It could be that your partner is very near. divine feminine. Like whoever you are in alignment with in the spirit could very well be close to you. We've got career. Maybe you're working together. You're working very closely together. And you're not a liar. These hateful beings calling themselves men wanted to brutalize you, and now they want to date. They were selfish and greedy, and they presented challenges to you, and now they're getting divorced out of your love, out of your energy, out of your nurturing and your kindness. They can no longer take advantage of you. Divorced. Cut off. They have nothing to brag about. They were bragging about how wonderful it was to step on you, kick you in the face, and F your children or whatever. And now they have nothing to brag about. This is a stingy, greedy little rat, whatever. And they're getting cut out of the Divine Mother's gifts. So, an apology. Queen of Wands is here, very courageous, very determined to live her life. The Hierophant is here, could be the Most High God with forgiveness. We're working it out. They're in communication with each other, and there's a welcoming here. Forgiveness, compromise, working it out. He wants you to know that your presence is appreciated and can be a safe space for you. So, a Heavenly Father, Divine Masculine, however you want to see this Hierophant and this Emperor here. They're here in support for a transition through this phase into the next phase. Man, those who lied on you, they need the support of love, but they want to get vengeance on you because they need the support of your love, and you took it away because they lied. They lied, trying to get revenge on you. They lied about their growth. They manipulated everybody's perception about you and they want to make plans to go on a date, or maybe you're making plans to go on a date. They wanted to make sure that didn't happen. Narcissist, the Magician in the reverse, manipulative. They didn't plan well. It could be untapped talents, like they don't have the skill to manifest something. Reconnection. So this narcissist, they did not plan well, and now they want to manifest a reconnection with you. This is a manipulator. They use magic and all other kinds of things to mess you up while they take your stuff. The Emperor is here saying you will not go back. You will not ever give it back. You'll never give it back. Nope. They don't ever get to enjoy the wealth and the comfort that the mother provides. Nope. Nope. And they're in chaos. They're in chaos. Because you're not going back. They can't get you back. They're in a 5 of Cups regret, disappointment over this new cycle. The change, because you're saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. They're having an illusion. They're having wishful thinking that you will open your heart. Or maybe they're hoping that they will open their heart. We got love. Love. They want your love. They want you to open your heart. They're in a 7 of Cups. They're all in this illusion. They're daydreaming that you'll open your heart and give them your love. They're in the 8 of Swords. So they've been bound or restricted from commitments, or they're being restricted because they didn't take their commitments seriously. This is bad news. Yeah, they did not take commitment seriously. They were just mean and manipulative, brutalizers. No honor, no love, no respect, no compassion, and they need a favor. Look, man, they need you to help them with something. They want to get together and share some great news. They don't know what to do. They may be seeking advice. They just want in your energy. You're taking your gifts to the future, and this person wants a loan. No, no, you're not going backwards. At least I'm not. I'm not going to go back and associate with the people that intended for me to not rise into the fullness of who I am. I'm not doing nothing for them. I don't care. I don't care about those who were lying, bringing chaos, and saying that, their actions and their behaviors, this vile sexual, orgy, this mess that they had going on. They laid that energy on the divine feminine and tried to dress her up as a prostitute. And they lied and they lied and they lied, and they had their girlfriends or whatever wearing masks, harvesting your energy, getting into an orgy, and then coming and dropping it back on you. It was this elaborate plan. They're very good with their illusions. That's one thing you'll never hear me say. I'll never say they weren't good at what they do or aren't good at what they do. There's no warning. No warnings. No warnings. The Queen of Cups wasn't lying about her love. She was honest, truthful, and transparent. We've got warning in the reverse. Let's look at that card. 52. 52. Warning. There's no warning. They're not going to get a warning. They did not heed the warning. They did not heed the warning. They lied on the divine feminine, who was truthful, honest, transparent, loving, nurturing, kind, abundant, sharing, gifting, giving. They did not heed the warnings. They thought it was a great idea to try to destroy the mother of souls, that is in all of the divine feminine body. So they're in fear here. They're not getting any more time with the divine of the feminine. They took somebody's advice. They thought this was the way to go. They believed them. It's like, oh, that sounds great. Let's go F this and F that and just have a party. Siphoning this energy out of this star. There's enough vitality for everyone. And there was, and there is, but it's not going to these ones this time. Communication. They're challenged with communication. They're not able to communicate. They may have lost their gifts with the binding there. The star is working together with their partners. So they're getting ready to leave. So there is this greedy person here who has nothing to brag about. They're getting divorced out of your energy because they were bringing you challenge, and they are going to experience challenges. They no longer have your gifts, your land, your love, your womb, your care, your devotion. They're not prepared for this. They weren't prepared for this. They did not think that they would be divorced out of your energy. They thought for sure they were going to bury you in a cycle of suffering forever, and that all their little friends could come in and tap in and drain you of your energy and just have beautiful lives while you suffered. Again. But the Divine Feminine is here, courageous and determined to live her life, and the Hierophant is here supporting her. So there's a communication, compromise, forgive, work it out. The Hierophant, or the Most High, is providing a safe space for the Divine Feminine. We've got direction in the reverse. So, direction in the reverse. They're going to be like, somebody may not know which direction you're going. Like, the direction you're going is hidden. They can't find out where you're going. They're having challenges. They're not prepared for this. They don't know which direction you're going. They didn't follow direction. They were supposed to love, to protect, honor, and respect. And they didn't. They did not follow direction. But the Divine Feminine did. In most instances, the Mother. Teamwork. So this narcissist manipulator is trying to manifest a reconnection. He or she could be working with others to try to manifest this, or they want to reconnect to work with you, but that's just so that they can get your gifts. They don't have any confidence. They can't manifest without you. They need your energy in order to manifest anything. They treated you like crap, like you were nothing. And the Divine said the other day, never give it back. You'll never give it back. They will never have another opportunity to do this to you. So the Emperor was here. You'll never go back to this chaos. Whoever was bringing you chaos has lost their freedom. They've lost their freedom. They can't spend your money. They can't live in your house. They can't drive your car. They can't tap into your energy. They're in regret with the Five of Cups here. Disappointment over this new cycle. Something is ending. This is ending for them, and it's goodbye. The time has come to part ways. And they're in grief. They're in grief. They're having wishful thinking that you will open your heart and give them your love. Maybe they realize that they love you now. You're not a ghost. You're not dealing with ghosts. They're hoping that they can create an illusion so that they're not seen as a ghost. They're being restricted from commitments because they didn't take them seriously, and now they need help. They need somebody to care. Play. Scavenge. Those who are playing, just playing around, they weren't working, weren't building, weren't doing nothing. They were scavenging your abundance. This is what they want to do. They need a small favor. They didn't take commitment seriously, and now they're being restricted. They need you to help them with something small. They were playing with you, them and all their friends, scavenging your abundance, taking it from you from a distance. You don't even know these people, most likely. You offered resistance to their negative influences. You fought back with the night. And now they're being released and you're offered protection from this mischief. From a community who loves you. None of their stuff will hit you. None of their stuff will land on you. They can't curse you in any way. They will never tap into you again. They have been exposed as self-interested violator vultures. They've been exposed, stealing every good thing, every good seed that you ever planted. Not only did they eat your seeds or steal them, they brutalized you time after time after time and took your stuff. And now they're afraid. They could be stuck in the mirror, alone. That mirror that they loved, doing stuff to. You know, everything that they did to this anomaly in the past was observed. They didn't think they were being watched. They did not think that the Most High was watching. They got plenty of time to choose to change their behavior, and they only got worse and worse and worse, more intense, more mean, more disrespectful, more conniving, more greedy. Queen of Cups is not a liar. The Divine Feminine is not a liar. She's not lying about what happened. She's very truthful. She's transparent in all of her interactions. The good, the bad, and the ugly. She's not hiding anything about herself. She's not causing any smoke screens for anybody else. She's focused on being the best version of herself, and she understands that we all have our days and we all have our ways and we're all evolving. And these ones did not heed the warning. She's a truth teller. She knows the truth. She can see transparently through the lies. They did not heed the warning. They thought that they could stop her from rising like the phoenix and being seen by the Most High as a truth teller, as a loyal truth teller. She's no longer hiding. She's no longer in a cage or a little, yeah. And nobody's allowed into her space. Nobody can come into her space. Yeah, they can't come into her space now. They did not heed the warning. They cannot enter her space. Nope. Back off. They cannot come into her space. They're a liar, and there's no liars allowed. They know the truth. She can see transparently. So they're in fear. They don't have any more time with the divine. They've been cut off. They took the advice of some brutalizer. Regarding some kind of communication, like they could have really messed with her head or something from an invisible place. Oh, what's that, huh? Yeah, okay. This is upside down, but it's still like this. So yeah, they're in very, very much regret. So they're in regret for what they did from an unseen place. They could have really messed with your mind with this fake telepathy that they were manufacturing with stolen bioplasma. So the divine feminine gets a rebirth. She's rejuvenating. She is a rejuvenator. And she's working very closely with her partner. They are not distant from each other. And they're flying. They're getting ready to take off. They love themselves. And they love each other. They know the value of love. You know, when the whole freaking world is cursing you with darkness, love can lift you. Even if you have to pour it into yourself and you know, nurture yourself and do the work. Break it down, fill it back up with the good stuff. You know, when you're a child, the environment often will fill us with really bad habitual patterns, you know, whether it be attitudes or substances or, you know, lifestyles. And we can really get messed up, you know. And then at some point, the choice has to be made. Either you continue doing what you were taught forever and ever and ever and stay miserable and complain about it or whatever, or you turn inward and you take that love that you had been trying to give to others and they kept stabbing you in the back and breaking your heart and shattering your world and all that good stuff. And then you just say, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm going to pour the love into myself because I deserve to be loved. And since the world has proven that it cannot love me, then I will love me. And then you start breaking it down. You know, you start releasing those old habitual patterns that were taught, that were drummed into you. And then you just like, you be that gentle parent that you need, right? And you relearn everything and you learn the value of love. Anyway, that was my story, and I'm sure it was many others, you know. A lot of us were born into narcissistic families, and that was intentional so that they would have the best opportunity to crush us, right? So these ones, they're unworthy of you. They're unworthy of your love. They were greedy. They stole everything, and they were bragging about it as though they were some bigwig, some fancy dancy, you know, necessary thing. And now they're getting divorced out of your energy because of the challenges that they brought, and they were not prepared for this. They want to mend the connection. The divine feminine and her Queen of Wands energy is here, courageous and determined, and the Hierophant is here. Could be the Most High God saying, there is forgiveness. You worked it out. You compromised, whatever. You're welcome here. There's a safe space being provided for the Hierophant, and there is direction in the reverse. So, like, it could be a hidden place. And it could also be that this greedy person did not follow direction. So the Hierophant came in and said, you know what? I'm taking the mother away from you. I'm going to take the divine feminine and all her stuff, and you're going to go through this next cycle without her support. See how you like it. It's not so funny now. They were laughing. They thought it was real funny, but it's not so funny now. Manipulative narcissists trying to manifest a reconnection with you. They may want to work with you, or they're working with others trying to do magic to trap you. We've got daydreaming in the reverse. So you don't want this person. You're not thinking about them. It doesn't, whoever this is. The daydream failed. They didn't get it. They need to reconnect. It didn't work out. The Emperor is here saying you will not give it back, or you're not going back to this person. They're not going to ever get you back because they brought chaos to you and now they're losing their freedom. They made mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes with their relationship with the divine feminine, who loves herself and loves the world and the life in it. So they're in a Five of Cups regret over this new cycle. Reflection. They don't have any clarity. They don't have any energy. They're in grief here because you're saying goodbye and they're getting what they gave. Everything that was done to you is going to be done to them. This brutality. They're going to have to work it out somehow. They're in grief. Yep, you're out of here. They're confused. Seven of Cups, illusion. They might want to be doing magic tricks, you know, to get you to open your heart. This love spell they keep trying to cast over the divine feminine. And I really think the Most High did something, because it seems to me that the more they do these love spells, the further the gap gets between the divine feminine and these ones who were wanting to dominate and control and brag about how she was nothing. They're feeling the pain from the damages they've caused. They want you to open your heart. They need your love. They don't want to be seen as a ghost. They don't want to die. They don't want to go back into the whatever it was. But they were there. They chose to be there the whole freaking time. And they fed on you and your love and your energy. Divine. They're overwhelmed and stressed out. They don't know what to do. Their life depends on you. But they treated you like you were trash, like you were nothing. And it's like, okay, the Hierophant's here. And it's like, you know what? All right. You feel that way? I'm just going to take her. I'm going to take my daughter. And we're leaving. They did not take their commitment seriously. They did not offer protection. They did not offer guidance. They did not support, love, care, anything. They need a favor. They need these people who are playing with you. Look, dishonesty. By lying, they ripped you apart. They were scavenging your abundance. They were only here for your wealth. You're in reunion with the Most High. And people are talking about it. These ones, they're being held back. And it was unexpected. They did not see you as having the courage and the determination to live your life on your own, as in this Queen of Wands energy. So not only are you in your Queen of Cups energy, you're very determined and passionate about it, and you've overcome fear. You're sitting there with courage. These ones want forgiveness. They want forgiveness. Those who did not appreciate you, they want forgiveness. This is a new chapter. They were not happy with the way things were going in a commitment. Very egoic. You know? It wasn't enough. And now they're confused because there's still things that need to be resolved. They need to go, figure it out. They missed their opportunity to be with you in your destiny. They neglected conversation, or those who neglected you want to talk. They're feeling the damage. They're hurting all them and their third parties who have been found unworthy of you. They sabotage themselves. They don't get to be anywhere near. Yeah, they sabotage themselves by sexing up everything and everyone. a secret habit that they did with soul contracts in order to get money. They don't want to chase anymore. They don't want to chase after your stuff anymore. It's time. It's too late for them to take any action. The truth has been revealed that they were putting soul ties into the shadows, making them suffer, driving them into a traumatic end of suffering. This is what they did. They don't get to get back in your energy ever, 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 ever. The Lord said, you will never give it back. They're disagreeing about being detached, about being absent from you. But they were guilty, man. They broke. They're feeling broken. They've been found guilty and they're feeling broken. Because you're an irreplaceable, responsible person. You care about family. And they just decided to go be little F girls and F boys and be brutal and mean and make you suffer and make you pay for their party. And they don't know what to do now because there's an understanding of what it is they've done. They want to escape, but they're inseparable. They got to go be together now, these third parties, I guess. They're stuck together. And they're not going to be in the energy of you, Queen of Cups, Divine Mother Nurturer, who, throughout all the brutality, you rose up into your Queen of Wands energy and got your fire on, and you attracted the attention of the Most High, who came and investigated this situation and discovered that you are transparent, truthful, you don't lie about who you are. You're not acting, you're not pretending, you swear, you yell, you do what you something, you're sweet, you're kind, you're everything. And you love yourself. You love yourself enough not to cheapen yourself with this shady behavior. They're getting it all back. I hope this brings clarity to something you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.